If you use email addresses to communicate with your customers, this is a perfect method for sending feedback requests via email. And the good thing about it is that it's all managed via the WorkingFeedback system. Now, in order to use this service, you must have claimed your listing and registered your listing. So if you don't have access to this, you won't be able to utilize this. And in order to find out how to do that, go onto the WorkingFeedback YouTube channel and you'll see a video specifically for registering your business. So an easy way of doing this is via the WorkingFeedback system. So go to WorkingFeedback, and within this there's a tab that says My Account. What you'll need to do is log in, and once you're in, choose My Profile. Within here, click to manage, and you'll see a number of tabs. The email feedback service is within the Reviews tab here. Click onto that, and then it's the Email Feedback Service tab here. It is fairly straightforward in that it's an Excel spreadsheet, a template that you populate and then upload and press go, and then it all happens for you. But let me just go through this process. If you go to section 1 here, click here, and that will download an empty template for you. Open it up, and before you can do anything else, you will need to enable editing. So click onto that, and that lets you put this detail in here. So again, there are 4 columns that you will be using: customer name, customer email, service description, and date used. The final one, order number, is really relevant if you use that for a lot of your customers, but generally it's not something that's used that often. So first of all, I'm going to do an example. Put customer name, and this would be how it appears when it's sent to them. So I shall assume for this it's going to be Mr. Brown, or of course you could put their first name, and I'm going to put an email address here for what would be their email address. So we have the name of Mr. Brown, and that will be the salutation, the email address that it's to go to, a service description, and in this case obviously you can put what you choose, but for this I'm going to put, as it's an example of this, feedback service. In fact, let's put email feedback service. And date used, you need to put the month. I'm going to assume it was carried out in November of 2014, so that's / and then you need to put in the 4 digits 2014. Now, this being a spreadsheet, you can populate it with as many customers as you choose, with the detail as you choose. So it doesn't have to be current, it can be past customers. And once you've done that, let's assume I've filled this in, and you can do it as frequently as you choose. So I'm going to save this now, and for the moment I'm just going to save it to my desktop, as this just is easy access, but put it into a folder that you would generally put customer details into. I'll just call it template example 2, save it, and then I can close. And if I go back to the system, if you roll down to here, choose file, the spreadsheet that I want is template example 2. I'll open this, and as you can see it's populated within here. And to continue, click the button here. This is now telling me who this is will be going to, and obviously if you've populated it with a lot, there'll be a whole list of people, and it's just simply a final check for that. So what you do now is send emails, just telling you that it's going to be sent. So the email would have sent, and literally within minutes, if not seconds, it arrives at the person's inbox, and this is how it would come through. Now obviously this would be the name of your company, not example company, so immediately it's credible in terms of who it's come from. And if we open up this feedback, you can see here that your logo would appear. Here would be the intro in terms of requesting what you think about the service, and as you click on this, it has the details within this. Leave feedback, it's to do with the email feedback service, the name, you'd put your details in here, they would complete this as they choose, and allocate the star rating, submit their details and leave feedback. And it's as simple as that. Once all the responses come to us, obviously we manage that on your behalf. Enjoy.